Hello, namaste and welcome in the series of cybersecurity. This side is Meena and today I will discuss about why are IDS and IPS critical for cybersecurity. Every day, thousands of different kind of attacks generated by cyber criminals. Okay. So we need some sort of system so that can differentiate the legitimate traffic from the malicious traffic. Okay. So IDS and IPS plays very crucial role in this for this function. Okay. IPS stand for intrusion prevention system and IDS stand for intrusion detection. IDS will detect it. Yes, this is the malicious traffic from the normal legitimate traffic. Okay. So detect and send the alert. Yes, this is the kind of attacks. Okay. And IPS will prevent from this, that can take decision. Yes, if that type of traffic is malicious, what I should do, either just quarantine it or just to drop it. IPS can take that decision. This is the main difference into IPS and IDS. So let's see why it is so crucial in our cyber security. Every day the breaches are happening, number of attacks are performed by cyber criminals. You can just see here 24,000 of the malicious mobile apps blocked every day. It's not a small number, it's huge. Okay. And in 2017 the IoT attacks were increased by 600%. That was huge. And ransomware attacks grows 365%. Imagine it for just for 2 seconds. Just imagine it. How much of the big is that industries, they are just generating too much of the attacks, and definitely need lot of manpower to secure organization against those attacks. Okay. So IPS and IDS really plays a very important role here. So for just to show you what exactly is the IDS and IPS plays and role. Okay, the placement of those devices can be different as per the organization need. Okay. So here if the traffic that is coming from the internet, because we are the part of a big network, attackers can is here, or attacker can be inside your network, and this is the your LAN or the network of your company, of your organization, and we want to give only the authorized or legitimate traffic or the user to have access on our intranet. Clear? Or we are having some sort of servers or some sort of web server, we can say, which we placed on a special zone, that's demilitarized zone. Over that the users can have access on this zone. Okay. And they cannot enter in the internet part, which is our secure network. Clear? So IDS will detect the traffic which is legitimate or not. IPS can take the decision this traffic can be entered in your network or not, what to do with it. And IDS cannot take that decision. Honey net is just to attract the network, to attract the cyber criminals or the attackers, so that we can understand yet what type of attacks are coming from the network, which is internet, and how to protect our network, which is our DMZ or the our LAN network, from those type of attack. So this is the trap for attackers, honeynet. And if you will see here, just let's see close. For example, traffic is coming from the internet and there are certain patterns. The attackers will induce some kind of malicious code into the normal data packets. When those data packets will execute on our network, on our system, then they will perform other kind of attack, or they will download other kind of softwares, or they will communicate with the remote access as well. So here is the database, okay, which are having the database of the known signatures, means certain patterns, certain behavior of the attacks, and we just calculated it, and we just having the database of the known attacks. And when the traffic will come, the IDS will match that traffic patterns with the existing database, and once they will find, yes, this is the pattern matching with the malicious activity, then it will just send an alert to the IPS, or where that logs we are collecting. So here, when the IPS will receive, yes, this is the traffic is malicious traffic, let me take the decision what I want to do, whether I want to quarantine it, okay, whether I want to drop it. So the IPS will take decision at that point when this malicious traffic will reach to the IPS. Clear? So playing very important role, and it can also detect at the anomaly base, means behavior base of the traffic that can analyze, and will see, yes, this is the normal behavior, let us pass it, and this is behavior is not the normal, particular user should perform the particular task, or particular traffic should perform these things. If that not behaving like this, they are not doing this one, that means that their behavior is abnormal, so that can be malicious activity. So just take the decision for it, what should it do, either just allow, or the quarantine, or just drop. Okay, there can be more ways to find out the traffic, whether that's legitimate or malicious. There can be more ways. This time here discussing only two ways, that's signature based or the anomaly based. Clear? Let me just take a example from the telos, which is just showing you here the roundup of August 28 to September 4, which is the latest one, and it is just having the information from different threads. So they just found out the malicious traffic, and the name of that is this is the kind of malware, win.malware.ponystealer. Okay, that's the code number there. And there are the more like Trojan or the worm or the malware they just found. What it does, the pony stealer will steal the credential from the different 100 applications, and can also install another malware which will give to the access control remotely to the Trojan. Hackers somewhere over the internet, they will get the control on your system, and they can control it, whatever the information they want to steal. Let's just go more detail about this pony stealer. When the pony stealer will install on your system, there are the 78 samples for the IOC, means indicators of compromise. What they will do in the registries, they will change those registries. Okay, in the WinRAR they will change. Okay, they will make some entries on the front version of run for the Microsoft Windows software. Okay, and for the accounts they will change some domain accounts, and then in the particular group. Okay, there are multiple entries they will change. What other things can do this pony stealer? They will, after installing it, they will communicate the remote IP addresses. So this is showing us, yes, these are the different IP addresses they will contact. Okay, like 204.79.197.200. Okay, there are the number of IP addresses they will contact, and these are the domains they will contact. So this API.wipmanai.com and many more. One phone stealer, when installed on your system, they will perform lot of registry changes. They will install the software. They will contact to the remote trojan, which will can control, give the commands on your system and can steal the information. Clear? And they will also change the directories, and they will also change, create some files. You can say in the app data, they will also create some exe files, okay, and some more other logs or the dat files. And this is the hash file signature for this one. Node is the open source network based intrusion detection. So when the IPS or IDS providers will find out, yes, this kind of the attacks nowadays we just found on the network, okay, whether they are collecting from their own network or from the threat intelligence. So they will generate some sort of signatures and they will publish it. So as early as those signatures are available, we must change our database, we must include into our database, so that whatever the new attacks will hit on your network, you can just find it out as matching with this existing database and just stop it. So I hope you understood, yes, what is the crucial role for the IPS and IDS for the cyber security. Clear? And what type of opportunity can be, just you need to think. We started from at that point, lot of breaches are happening, okay, continuously breaches are going on, and you can be here, you can be the specialist at that location, you can be the specialist on that part, or providing the security to the internal side, okay. You can be the member of this team which is generating the signature, writing the signature, or coding for that, or creating the policies for the IPS IDS, or generating your own signature, okay. Or you can be the part of the threat intelligence team, which are just finding out what type of vulnerabilities exist, what type of new malwares, threats are nowadays coming on the internet or the network, okay. Lot of opportunity, lot of manpower required, and you need to think where you want to be, yeah, and get the notification for the next interesting and informative session. I'll come back again with the informative session. Share that session with your friends and group members, so that they will be able to understand what is the importance of the IDS and IPS in cybersecurity, and where the opportunity lies for you and for your friends. And in the next session, I will discuss about world's most popular log management platform. Namaste. See you in the next session.